Hey, this is Universal. I'm at the Sundance Film Festival for the Waffle Press podcast. We are here with Jeff Zimbalist. How you doing, Jeff?
Great.
And Jeff, have you've been at Sundance before?
I have, yeah. This is my first time as a director in competition, so that sets it apart from all the others, and it means so much more.
Definitely, yeah. It seems like like you feel the anticipation, just in the air. So
great.
Yeah. Are you? So the movie, it's SKYWALKERS. Kind of begs the question for going to the movie. Are you afraid of heights?
Yeah, and increasingly as I get older. And one of the things that our subjects make a point of saying in the film is that unlike extreme athletes who say they're not afraid of death, these two really very much are, and they acknowledge that. And a big part of what the film explores is how they confront that fear. One of the lines in the film is, it's a love story, so we're using extreme climbing as a metaphor for romantic trust. And so one of the big lines is that the fear never goes away, you just get better and better at facing it. Our subjects just arrived right over there.
Nice.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's cool. It's cinematic. What was, for SKYWALKERS, love story, it's a documentary, what was the hardest aspect of making this documentary?
The vertigo and the danger. I mean, on set we were managing the story. You have to know where your story's heading. You got to use your resources smart. But we also were trespassing. We often were dealing with heights so extreme that it was life or death. And we wanted to encourage our subjects to push through their fears and pursue the most outrageously ambitious versions of their vision, but we also needed to make sure that everyone was safe and came home in one piece. So it was a constant negotiation of taking care of the project and taking care of the people on the project, and that balancing act was really tricky.
Yeah, a tightrope act, if you will.
There you go.
Yeah.
High wire act.
High wire act. There we go. Do you have any favorite daredevils or anything that when you were a kid or something Evil Knievel?
I don't know that I did personally, but I was moved by Man on Wire. We showed that film to the subjects, to Ivan and Angela, early on, because they're a younger generation. They do short form, and we wanted to give them a sense of this is what a feature-length doc is. This is what a feature-length doc that feels very narrative and emotion and character-driven feels like. And so we use that as a reference frequently.
Yeah, no, it's a great documentary. I love that one. I love The Walk.
That's the scripted version of that.
Yeah, it's great. How do you feel? I know this is it's premiering here. How do you feel audiences will connect to the film? What would you draw them to?
Yeah, I really hope that people see in this film a version of their own challenges in romance and successes in romance, because we had a mantra early on, which is that this is not a film about the fear of falling from heights. This is a film about the fear of falling in love. And when we set out to make the thing, I was coming off of a few disappointing romances myself, and I didn't think I was any kind of expert at love, but I felt like I was experiencing a universal truth, which is that it hurts, and there is a lot of danger in love alone. It crushes us. It crushes our hopes and our hearts and our self-esteem, and so it is a gamble just to choose love. For these guys, that danger, that risk, that gamble, it becomes material. I mean, every decision they make to trust each other has life or death consequences. And so at its core, I hope that the film is exploring that space of what is it that we fear and leaning into each other and trusting each other. And I think that's an important examination at this moment in the world, when people are seeing and hearing narrative after narrative telling them not to trust others, and there's betrayal and deception and violence around every corner. It's especially in those times when it's most important for us to take that leap of faith and unite across our differences and trust each other. So I hope that's what people take away from it.
Yeah, definitely. And last question for you. I know we're kind of winding down, pressed on time. Was there any, because you're talking about making it safe. Was there any scary moments or anything on the film, if you want to say?
Oh yeah, I won't ruin it because a lot of that's in the film.
Yeah, without spoilers, of course.
But yeah, there was some very close calls in terms of both safety, physical safety, and also in terms of the law, in terms of law enforcement, and a lot of that made its way into the movie. So yeah, we lived on the edge on this one, and I'm incredibly grateful to the finance team and producers that allowed us, supported us in doing this, and trusted that we would thread that needle, and we did.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we're very excited to watch it. Going to be here, very excited. Wish everyone the best. Wish you the best. Anything you want to, any like socials or anything you want to promote or?
I'm at Jeff Zimbalist on Instagram. The film is SKYWALKERS Love Story on Instagram, and through that you'll find Ivan and Angela.
Awesome, cool.
Yeah. All right,
Thank
man.
you so much
Thanks.
for your time.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Great.